We've made it to the fourth Sunday in the season of Easter, and Easter 4 in every cycle is known as Good Shepherd Sunday. And we read some of those beautiful passages where Jesus very lovingly calls himself the Good Shepherd, caring for the sheep. And it's such a wonderful image, even for those of us in a fairly urban environment, pretty far away from anything agrarian and dealing with sheep. Still, the imagery is very powerful to think about being a caretaker for a group of animals that can sometimes be a little unruly, and that certainly describes us, at least in some of our lesser days. And so having this idea that Jesus is always around to sort of get us corralled together, brought together into community, and always kind of going in the same direction. So this Sunday we will have a lot of that kind of pastoral imagery all through the service, in the prayers and the readings and the hymns and the anthems. So watch out for that and be thinking about how we all are gathered together in the flock with Jesus as our shepherd. We will sing, of course, one of the hymns that is most associated with that bucolic imagery. Psalm 23 has all of those images about the Good Shepherd. And that tune that comes from the Scottish Presbyterian tradition, St. Columba, with the text, "The King of Love, my shepherd is." You'll actually hear that melody as the basis of the opening voluntary in this really interesting organ piece by the 20th century British composer Kenneth Layton. He uses that melody in kind of a fanciful form, but it starts off very dark and gloomy, almost as if it's going into the part of Psalm 23 about through death's dark veil. And then it builds in sort of power, but also in comfort and confidence. And then it recedes into a very gentle ending. So it's a very beautiful piece, and it kind of sets the tone for Psalm 23 and for all of the shepherd imagery that will follow. At the communion, the choir will sing a setting of the Latin text, Surrexit Pastor Bonus. Arisen is the good shepherd who chose to lay down his life for the sheep. This is a very traditional Latin poem that is associated with Good Shepherd Sunday, going back well into the medieval time. But this setting is by Michael Petranczyk, who is actually, we were in grad school together, and I first knew of this piece when he wrote it for his choir as a master's student. And it's been a piece that I've always enjoyed introducing to choirs. So it has a really warm, rich sound to set these very old words. And of course, we'll sing other hymns that talk about Christ as the Good Shepherd. We'll have John Rutter's very popular anthem, Loving Shepherd of Thy Sheep, at the offertory. And at the end, the closing voluntary will be a pastorale that has this really gentle feeling of kind of being out in nature or out tending sheep. So we invite you to join us as we follow our Good Shepherd here at St. John's. And you can join us here at 413 Cumberland Avenue, or you can join us on cable channels or on our YouTube channel.